Hello, welcome to Your Heart Matters Journey. I'm Robin Mallory. Where does the concept of mindfulness fit into eating healthfully? Let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself in front of the refrigerator eating from a leftover Chinese food container or perhaps a tub of ice cream? Before you know it, you're at the bottom and you think, how did I get here? What did I eat? What did it even taste like? When we pay attention to the food that's in front of us, it shifts the relationship we have with that food. It actually will impact beneficially how much food we eat and our level of satiation. So let's look at that. Imagine that you're getting ready to have a meal, and even if you're in a hurry, one of your key factors to success in terms of staying present with that meal is to allow yourself the opportunity to sit down. We know that if you're seated while you're eating, you'll be able to pay more attention. If you're standing at the counter, thinking about all the other things you have to do during that day, or if you're in the car after having picked up food at a drive-through window, you're in peril for eating food quickly and mindlessly and not staying in touch with how satisfied you are from that food. So here you are ready to have a meal, and I urge you to begin by sitting down. Take a moment to look at your plate. What's on that plate? Notice the colors. Notice the aromas. Notice the textures of the food. Some foods are lumped together, like a clump of rice, for instance. Other foods are spread out in a sauce, perhaps, or chunky, like in a raw salad. Notice the food before you're about to eat it. Take a moment to savor the aroma, and then take a small bite. Put that bite in your mouth and put your fork down. Let that food roll around in your mouth, tantalizing your tongue so that your taste buds fully come alive, and really experience that bite of food. The first bite especially is important to let your brain know that you are engaging in a pleasurable experience. A meal is not something to be slammed or accomplished. A meal is to be savored and enjoyed. You may or may not be aware that your brain takes about 10 minutes to catch up to recognize that your stomach is full. So 10 minutes after you have already filled your belly, your brain finally goes, oh, I got it. I'm done. I've had enough. And in that 10-minute period, if you hadn't given yourself the benefit of paying attention, you might have ended up overeating. So when you're mindful while you're eating, you're actually letting your brain and your stomach be on the same playing field so that your brain begins to take in that satisfaction marker and recognize that you're reaching your limit. And that last bite then is done with pleasure as opposed to feeling compelled to finish your plate, or before you know it, again, the plate's empty and you think, oh gosh, I ate so much this time. How did that happen? So being mindful is one of the key elements of eating well. Not only will you ultimately choose for foods more healthfully, but as you're beginning this journey to optimal health and well-being, the mindful approach to eating means your pleasure sensation will be heightened and you are very likely to eat less food with each of the meals that you enjoy. Be mindful with your eating, and that will permeate all the rest of your day. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to seeing you next time.